Hey everyone, welcome to my pregnancy workout. I wanted to show you all how I am staying fit while being pregnant at the same time. Very difficult thing to do, but I learned that when you're pregnant, you burn so many calories as much as a triathlon athlete. So I'm trying to take advantage of that and continue to burn those calories. I'll start out with a warm up. I'll show you right now. Okay, so before I start any workout, I open my hips. So when you're pregnant, your hips can be really tight, or at least my hips are really tight. So I've been working on opening them. Now, my hips are very, very, very tight. So I just move it back and forth. I'm very active with this stretch, just to feel it open up. And this is kind of pathetic because my hips are insanely tight. Usually my legs should be down there, but it is kind of painful. So I do this about 10 times just to warm it up. And I take a break and move on to the other side. So the other side is the same. I have more range of motion on this side. For whatever reason, my left is so tight. And honestly, the baby is literally sitting on my nerve. So it's more on the left, which makes it even more tight. So we'll do that each about 10 times on both sides. And then we do our second hip opener. So the second hip opening exercise that I do, it's pretty easy. You just sit in like a little C shape. And then I reach over, and then I come back. And again, it just opens your hips. It's good to do this every day, just in general, to open those hips. Okay, let's move to our third hip opening exercise. Okay, so next hip opening exercise, I grab a yoga block and put it, a little bit further away from me. All right, and I open my hip and close. And I do this about 10 times. This is actually to strengthen it, to strengthen my hip flexors, to take some of the pressure off the glute. And you can see like my stomach contracting. It's kind of crazy. All right, and so we'll do one more to open our hips, and then we'll be ready to start our workout. Okay, so the last exercise I like to do to open my hips is I just call it just like a little leg swing. So I open it this way, and then I turn. I do all four sides. 2, 3, and then you want your leg to turn all the way to the north side of the wall, and then you go to the, I think this is east, right? Yeah. And then south, and then west. And that really kind of just opens it and still works it. And then I'm gonna do the other side. Okay, you ready for some quick stretches? Come on. So I'm usually really flexible and can like touch my toes and go all the way down. But you can put a block or a pad or some sort of like height. And it's not about the flexibility, it's just about kind of, when you're pregnant, you get a lot of pain in your lower back, at least I do. So what I do is I just kind of stand here, open up my hamstrings, open up my back, do a little cat curl, and then a little flexion. And it doesn't seem like we're doing a lot, but like I said, just being pregnant burns calories. So this is like another easy way to be a little bit more active and still just kind of like stretch out your back. And so another thing I can do is I can lean back just kind of where you feel pain. Like I always feel pain in my left side. So I just lean to my right to get a little more stretch there. Next, I'm gonna grab my yoga block, put it on the ground and just go a little bit lower. I like to let my head let go and relax. Breathing in deep. And then I can open my knees to release the pressure before coming on up. Okay, I promised you some workout exercises. Those were all warm-ups. I'm gonna show you a little bit of what I like to do to stay more fit and do cardio. I usually like to walk outside, but I'm gonna show you just really quick how you can enhance your walk, or if you happen to have elliptical pool at home, how you can enhance your elliptical. Olympia has her little workout. Olympia. You do? Press start. I usually do just a level 3 and then I work my way up. But it's not about the elliptical. You guys know how to do elliptical. What I like to do is just enhance my elliptical. I have a little weighted ball. And every other minute, so I do the elliptical for a minute. And then after that, I do like some arm exercises. Just to keep my arms fit. Because I like fit arms. Hey, I'm trying to tell everyone my workout. So I go up and down like this. And I literally do this for a minute. And it will burn like nuts. Then you take a minute off. You can either hold here, but sometimes when my arm is burning really bad, I just hold here. And on the next minute, you switch arms, obviously, do the other side. Another way that I like to enhance my elliptical workout is I do another arm exercise that my physio and trainer taught me, Derek. It's like this. You like go into. You knew his name was Derek? We go in a figure 8. And boy, this burns. I like to do cardio for about 20 minutes. So I do that on and off. That will really enhance your cardio to an extreme level. It'll be like doing cardio for like 30 or 40 minutes.
They don't know who Derek.
They don't know who Derek is, but I'll put a picture so they'll know who Derek is. There's Derek.
Wow.
Okay, so one way I enhance my treadmill workouts is similar to how I do the elliptical. I have really small weights. Honestly, 1 or 2 pounds is plenty. I have 2 pounds. I think this is gonna be heavy for me. And you also can do no weights. So what I do is I walk. I don't walk fast. I only walk like at 3.5. For the sake of the video, we're just gonna do 2. And I always go up on my gradient, my incline. And then I walk for a minute, and then I do like arm raises for a minute. So we'll just do this side because I'm tight to the wall. Again, I usually walk outside. So when you do this for a minute, it's just like your arms start burning. So you do that, and then you can do other ones. Like I literally will do small bicep curls after I walk for another minute, and then pause and do my bicep curls while I'm walking, and then walk for a minute, and then I can do some triceps. Just anything to stay active and to keep your arms moving. And when you do anything for a minute, it literally starts to burn. I just make up different things that I do just to keep my arms going and to keep my everything else going. And then I walk for about 20 minutes. If I walk outside, I'll walk for like an hour, which is much better. That's why I prefer to walk outside. Squats. Do you want to come and do it with me? Squats are a huge part for me because I also want to keep my legs really fit. So one thing that I love to do are squats. Of course, I do extreme squats. Olympia's somewhere in here. Okay, here we go. So I just do squats here, 3 sets of 15. So when my feet our position, my second position, it gets my inner thighs. I love to work my inner thighs. Then I move my feet to neutral, so they're straight ahead. And then you do another 15. We know what it's like. This is real life, working out with your kid. Squeeze on the way up to tighten those glutes. So when I'm working out, I always make sure that I work on my breathing, because for me, I know that my breathing becomes very challenged when you're pregnant. I think the baby is sitting on everything that helps you breathe, it seems. So when you're working out, like if I'm doing my squat, I do my squat, and then I make sure I am really breathing. I usually like to exhale when I come up and inhale when I go down. Exhale when I come up. So very important to make sure that I breathe when I work out. I actually don't do a ton of working out when I'm pregnant. I do a lot of cardio. So I'll do the elliptical and then I'll go for a walk, or another episode I have to show you my pool workout. I'll do the pool, but for me it's really about just keeping up my cardio to make sure that I'm burning the proper amount of calories. Like I said, I love to do my inner thighs, so I'm gonna go on the ground on my mat to show you some other inner thigh exercises that I do. Okay, so like I said, everyone has different problem areas. For me, I love to work my inner thighs. So I tend to spend a lot of time on that. You saw I did the squats. Another one that I love is the basic. Like they did these a lot in the 80s. I really like the Kathy, I forgot who did it. Anyway, just like the basics. I do that like 10 times. Actually, I do this literally 30 times. Or until it burns. I don't stop until the burn churn, and I just keep going. And I do, again, this is working out with the kid. It's summer, everyone, so, you know, school's out. So my workouts are very more interactive when it comes to working out with the kid. So I do this on both sides until it burns. And then, another one that I love to do for my glute, because I like to strengthen my glutes to help my back, and to help my quads, and to help my knees for the extra weight that I'm carrying. So I just do the basic old what do they call it? A fire hydrant. It's like a little puppy.
Mom, is that a little?
It's like a little puppy.
No.
So both sides, I do the fire hydrant, but then I enhance the fire hydrant. Stretch out my foot, and then I go sideways and back 10 times. And when you're done with that, you do a more advanced one where you keep your legs sideways and then up 10 times. By then, your glutes should be literally on fire, and then you switch to the other side. All right, now it's back to arms. Like I said, I love to work my arms. I love to do cardio, and I love to do a light leg workout. Okay, so arms, again, I got this from my trainer, Derek. Great, he does such a great arm workout, so I can't take credit for this. So I do 15 up with your thumbs up, no weights. This is just arms. It's easy at first, and then it gets hard. And then go back 15 times. We're gonna turn our palms down. It feels like you're pushing air down, like you wanna have some tension in your arms and like push that air down 15 times again. This is when you start to feel the burn. And then you go up, like you're pushing the air up now. And again, creating that tension in your arms. Oh, this kid. And we're gonna flip we had our thumbs up. I'm gonna turn our thumbs down, and then we're gonna go down 15 times. Honestly, at the peak of my fitness, it still burned my arms like nuts. And then we go up with our pinky. So now we went down, now we're gonna go up 15 times. And we'll take a break. Oh, that burns, that burns. But that's not all of them, but I gotta stop. That is a lot. That one burns. Okay, let me see in the comments how that one works for you. That one kills me. Thank you for joining me today with some of the exercises that I do. I'll have to do a new video to show you a lot more of the other exercises that I do in part of my pregnancy journey. But mostly it's about cardio for me. I usually just like to go outside and walk and just be in nature. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see y'all next time. Now I gotta play with this kid.